So my first challenge was Victorian Britain, what life was like for kids for a range of children up to about 10 years old and with an eclectic home ed style. Let's try this. Number 1, zoom right out. Make a massive timeline with strings, stepping things out in the park to see where Victorian Britain was in the grand scheme of the time, and then also get a world map and see what was happening around the world at the same time, because that's quite surprising. Number 2, then I would zoom right in. If you've got multiple kids, then I would have each kid look at a different topic like toys, food, school, and challenge them to make a 60-second video just like this with 5 facts that they've learned. Number 3, an easy one, visit a museum. Number 4, find a good non-fiction book that's going to weave the story of a child in Victorian Britain with some real facts. We've actually got one on Twinkl called History Hackers, so that's what I would use for my read aloud. And number 5, because I really like him, I would study William Morris for an artist of the period. Planning SOS number 2 was all about the beach and seaside and oceans for a 7-year-old that's going on a trip. We're doing that too in September, so I'm looking forward to this one. Number 1, we're going to have a heavy focus on skills, so all about observing and comparing and contrasting, particularly looking at shells and the things that we might collect or spot on our holiday. Number 2 leads on from that, because we'll probably do a lot of observational drawings, and I would like them to explore doing printing and repeating patterns, so making different types of prints made with string and cardboard that are shell shaped, and that's a mouthful, and then print and try out different techniques for that. Number 3, I'm going to steal the idea that Twinkl had for summer ponds and making a model like a diorama and do that for rock pools, because I'm hoping we get a chance to explore some when we're there. Number 4, we're going to explore a lot of poetry. I want them to particularly think about imagery and how you can explain sound using words, so we'll try and do that. And number 5, pirates. Anything we like about pirates. Planning SOS number 3 is for 8-year-old twins thinking about percentages for the first time. Number 1, I'd have a percentage hunt when you're out and about near shops. Find where there are percentages on signs and discuss why they might be there. Number 2, collect lots of clippings from magazines or adverts with 50% off and try and cover 100% of a page with a collage of that. Number 3, matching pairs. Talk about how 50% is half. Find a matching game on Twinkl. Bob's your uncle. 4, I've forgotten what I was going to say. So 4 was teaching them 10 times table and dividing by 10, and then have a pretend shop where you have 10% off 60p of something, 10% off 80p of something, and play. Next one would be a bit of a challenge. I would set them a recipe where it was like 50% of the red water, 10% of the amount of bicarbonate of soda, 20% of vinegar, and let them have an explore. Planning SOS number 4 was the human body, a semi-structured family for 4, 8 and 10-year-old. So number 1, because of the topic, I would probably get something like a learning passport from Twinkl, or make my own binder where I could make sure I was covering all the body systems but could have some different activities for the different ages. Number 2, I would use TV shows like the Magic School Bus that have an episode where they go into the human body. I'd definitely find more things like that. Number 3, I would use art and collaging or junk modelling to get the kids to make some models of those different parts of the body and label them and try and even make them functional. Number 4, I would use an activity like this one. It's a resource for home educators that has a lot of hands-on activities, so that would suit the little ones and the old ones in your family. And number 5, I would have a question wall where I can stick up on post-its any of the questions that come up, and then I'd find an expert who could answer those. The expert could be Google. Planning SOS number 4 is a bit of a tricky one. Harry Potter, Egyptians, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory for a 5, 6-year-old. We're going to look at this one a little bit differently. What you want to try and be doing, I think, is to find connections. Can you find connections between those 3 things? It might seem tricky, but here are 5 areas you could look at. First connection, look at the characters and the people involved. Are there good guys and bad guys? Are there victims? Are there villains? Are there any personality traits that are similar with the different characters? 2, track the rise and fall of the different people and empires and communities within all of those different areas. Number 3, are there any connections in the emotions that are experienced by the different real people and fictional people in the things that you're studying? Number 4, can you use the same skills when you're researching or presenting about these different topics? And number 5, movies. I can think of great movies for all of these topics, so watch them.